This conference will now be recorded. So we have created one of the condition types. So if we get into our condition type S0S, which stands for sales office discount over here. And we looked into these particular fields functionality, how to work out with the condition class, calculation type, category, structure conditions, group conditions, all these things were done. We need to work with the next step, which is going to be changes which can be made over here. And now under this changes which can be made, we have a field by the name manual entries over here. Again, this particular manual entries, we have three rules to work out. One, we call it as automatic entry has priority. Second one, manual entry has priority. And third one, cannot be processed manually. So we need to know the difference between all these three rules and how it works out over here. So starting with the first one, automatic entry has priority over here. So if you click on F1, we get an help message and total information is being mentioned up over here. Now, what do you mean by this? Automatic entry has priority. Now, you can read the statement over here. If condition record exists, condition cannot be entered manually. That's what it's saying us. If condition record exists, condition cannot be entered manually. Means what? Now, if there is a record maintained, if you maintain a record, the value is going to be copied from the record and system will not give the access to change that particular value. In case if condition record is not maintained, then you can enter the value manually. Now see how it works out. Now here, I'm just trying to maintain this particular field by rule A. I'm trying to maintain this particular rule B over here. Automatic entry has priority. Save this one. Now see, so here I'm just trying to work with that particular testing process as well. Now if you go for creating an order, so there's our product order quantity. Now, if you're trying to enter that particular discount manually, now see how system is going to be reacting. So if you get into SOS, try to maintain our discount condition, and there's a message you're going to be getting it. In case if you activated it, automatic entry has priority. Now system will not give the access of entering that particular condition type manually in the order. Then what I must do, now first thing, get into our pricing procedure over here. So get into our pricing procedure, we start 08 and change that particular field functionality from manual to required. So under control tab, I'm just trying to change it from manual to required over here. So change it and try to save this one. Change it and try to save this one. Now work with the testing. VS01. Now enter the product, order quantity, click on enter. Now if you get into item data, conditions tab, you can see discount amount has been copied up over here. Discount amount has been copied up from where? From the records. So if user need to have the access of changing this value, there will be no access provided. Okay, so that's what you mean by this particular statement. If condition record exists, condition cannot be entered manually. If condition record exists, condition cannot be entered manually. In case if there is no condition record, then user can enter the value manually. Now see, so I'm trying to delete the existing condition record over here. VK12 SOS SM01. I'm trying to delete this particular record what we maintain it and save it. Now, if you go for creating an order, VS01. So maintain our sold party, product, quantity, all the values required. Now, if you get into item data, now we are getting this particular message. Mandatory condition is missing because there is no record maintained. Now here we need to enter that condition manually. So enter the condition type, enter the value. Now system will give me the access of entering it. Okay, that's how it's going to be working. If there is no record exists, system will give the access to enter the value manually. In case if record is maintained, the value is going to be copied from the record. Value will be copied from the record over here. That's how it's going to be working. So that is the field functionality. That is the field functionality. Automatic entry has priority. Now from rule B, I'm trying to change it to rule C over here. Manual entry has priority. Now what you mean by this? So if condition record exists, the value will be copied from the record. Okay. In case if there is no condition record, system will give the access of entering that value manually as well. There is no restrictions maintained. There is no restrictions maintained if you select this particular field by rule C. Manual entry has priority. If condition record exists, the value will be copied from the record. Otherwise, you can enter the value manually. Just give me a second. Now here, see, the manual entry has priority. Now, it has been clearly mentioned over here. When condition record exists, the value will be copied. In case if condition record is not maintained, you can enter the value manually. So system will give the access of doing the changes as well. Now see, so here, first thing, I'm just trying to maintain the record for that condition type VK11 SOS. So SM01 for this particular product. I'm maintaining the discount amount as well. 1,000 rupees is what I'm trying to offer it. Okay, now save this one. Now try to create an order VL01. So sold party, order quantity. Now if you get into item data, so under item data, get into conditions tab. Now you can see discount has been copied up over here. Okay, now if I want to change this value, system is giving me the option of doing that particular change as well. Okay, that's how it works out. If condition record exists, the value will be copied from the record. In case if there is no condition record, you can enter this value manually as well. That's what this condition is all about. Manual entry has priority. So we have one more option over here, which we try to maintain it as D, cannot be processed manually or not possible to process manually. By default, the value will be copied from where? From our record itself. not possible to process manually. By default, the value will be copied from the record. Okay. If there is no record maintained, you cannot enter it manually as well. I'm just trying to maintain rule D, not possible to process manually. Always value of the condition type will be copied from condition records only. User will not have the access to enter that value manually. Now see, so if you maintain it by rule D, save it, create an order, if you get into item data, you can see this value got copied from where? From records. Can I do any kind of changes? Not possible. In case if you try to delete the records now, so if you get into VK12 transaction code and try to delete the record which has been maintained, select it, delete it, and save it. Now check out. Now once again, if you try to create an order, as soon as you try to enter the material, we are going to be getting an error message over here. Mandatory condition SOS is missing. In case if user is trying to enter that discount manually, no record found it. So user will not have the access to enter the value manually. By default, the value need to be copied from where? From our record itself. Okay. So normally this particular rule, this rule D is going to be maintained for our tax condition type. Okay. So used for tax condition types over here. It will be not used for any other condition type, only for the tax. But the rest of the rules based on the client requirement, we can maintain it. So you need to understand the difference between all the three rules, B, C, D. And based on the client requirement, you're going to be activating one of the rules over here in our condition type controls. So here I'm trying to maintain by rule C. There's a commonly used one, manual entry has priority. I'm trying to maintain this one as a negative. I want to classify this condition type as a discount condition type. Save it and work it out. Now these are the fields which you need to know. And I'm trying to maintain a record as well, because I want the value need to be copied from the record. I don't want to enter that value manually. There's the product. So record, I'm trying to maintain 1200 rupees. Save it. Okay, that's how it's going to be working. Now, the next thing which we need to know over here is going to be the difference between header conditions and the item conditions. Now, what you mean by these two fields? Now, when we talk about this header condition types and item condition types over here, header condition types and item condition types. Now, this header condition type is going to be applicable for the entire document. Applicable for entire sales document. And this item condition types is going to be applicable for specific line items only. Applicable for specific line items only. And this header condition types are maintained at header level. Maintained at header level. And these are maintained at item level. Okay, for header condition types, you can't go for maintenance of our condition records. For item condition types, you can go for maintenance of condition records. For header condition types, we don't have any access sequence. You can't maintain access sequence for this. So if you maintain access sequence, then only we can maintain the records. Whereas for item condition types, you can go for maintenance of our access sequence over here. And the table name in which our header condition type information is going to be updated is going to be KOMK, and table name for this is going to be KOMP. So please understand the difference between these two. I'm just trying to take up an example to explain it. So here, whenever you try to go for creating a sales order, so in this order, we have two products, let's say material X and material Y. So material X, I'm trying to sell it for 50,000, and material Y, I'm trying to sell it at 40,000 rupees over here. Now, on this particular product, I'm trying to offer the discount. I'm not trying to offer the discount on individual materials over here. I'm trying to offer the discount on total value. Let's say total net value. Now, total net value for this is coming around what? 90,000. On this net value, we are trying to offer discounts, where we are trying to offer, let's say, a discount of 3,000 rupees, and then we try to get our net value, for example, which is going to be around 87,000. That's how it's going to be calculated. That's how it's going to be calculated. Okay, we are not going to be offering the discount on individual material. We are trying to offer the discount on total net value, in case if you are trying to work out with the header condition types. Now, whereas if you are trying to work out with the item condition types over here, so I'm just trying to take material X itself, same product, and selling price. So PR00, selling price is maintained as 50,000, and we have material Y. From this material Y, selling price is maintained as 40,000 rupees over here. Now, on this, I'm going to be offering the discount. Okay, let's say we are trying to work out with K004. On this, I'm going to be offering 2,000 rupees as a discount. On this, I'm going to be offering 5,000 rupees as a discount. So discount amount on each and every material is not the same. It's getting varied. Okay, that's how it works out. So on individual material, you want to offer the discount, try to work out with item condition types. Try to work out with the item condition type. In case if you want to offer the discount on total document value, then try to work out with the header condition type. And try to work out with the header condition type. That's how it's going to be working. That's how it's going to be working. Okay, so examples of your header condition type, like we have a condition type HA00, HB00. These are all going to be the examples of your header condition types. So let me try to show you this one. So if you work with HA00, if you work with HA00 over here, we are trying to offer the discount based on percentage, and you can see there is no access sequence maintained. So for this particular condition type, VK11, if you are trying to maintain the record, then system will not give the access for that. HA00. So click on key combination, and we are going to be getting an error message. No access sequence assigned, so no condition record can be maintained for this. No condition record can be maintained for this. For any of the condition types, header condition type, you can't maintain access sequence. And how to know whether this condition is acting as a header or an item? With the help of this checkbox. If it is activated as header, header condition, item, item condition. Now see, for example, if you work with K004, for K004, it has been maintained as item condition. Okay, that's how it works out. Now see, I'm just trying to practically show you. I'm trying to create an order. I'm going to be entering some line items in that. Now this is one product. So let's say we are trying to take around 10 quantity for this particular material over here. And another product, mouse. So I'm trying to take 5 units. So discount need to be maintained for this mouse. Okay. Now for this mouse, what is the value coming up? around 5,000 rupees, and for this TV 2,88,000. So if you come back to the main screen, this is a place where you can see total document value 2,93,000. Now on this value, I want to offer certain amount as a discount. So you need to basically get into header data, get into conditions tab, and offer the discount amount over here. So try to maintain the condition type HA00. Click on enter, and we get an error message over here because this condition type is not maintained in the procedure. Without maintaining, we cannot offer it. So get back to our pricing procedure. VSAT 08. So select our pricing procedure over here and add that condition type. So I'm going to be adding that condition type before total discount. So in step number 53, I'm trying to include it. So if you click on step 53, counter 0, HA00. There's a condition type. I'm trying to maintain it. Okay. In the same way, I'm going to be adding one more condition type, HP00. This is based on value. This is based on percentage. Both the condition types will be manual condition types. One, that value need to be printed as well, and account key ERS. Always make sure for each and every condition type assign an account key. Now save this one. Now test it. Now create an order. Discounts are going to be getting calculated over here. So there's one product, and this is going to be my second product. So 5 units, I'm trying to maintain it. Or let's try to change it to 10. Now what is the value? Now total value is coming as 2,93,000. Now if you get into header data, conditions tab, now add that condition type, which is going to be HA00. And this percentage. So how much amount you want to offer it as a discount? 10%. Now if you come back on that 2,93,000, 10% has been calculated. 10% has been calculated over here. On that 2,93,000, 10% has been calculated, and this is the amount after discount. Or if you get into header data, you can see that one. 29,300 has been minused on total net value. Now, first suppose if you are trying to enter this condition type at item level, there's a message you're going to be getting it. Condition HA00 is not allowed as item condition. Always this condition type need to be maintained at what level? Header level itself. At header level, not at the item level. So this particular field is going to be playing a role where we need to tell the system for a particular condition type whether it's going to be activated as an header condition type or an item condition type, and where it need to be maintained up over here. Where it need to be maintained up, you need to know that particular functionality. So this is the difference between header condition type and the item condition types over here. Okay, that's how it's going to be working. Now next one, delete checkbox. Now what is the use of this delete checkbox? If this indicator is set, then only we can delete a condition type in our sales document. Now see, in sales order, if I'm trying to delete it, now if I'm trying to select this condition type, or okay, if I'm trying to select this condition type and try to delete it, system will give me the access of deletion. Condition cannot be deleted. Why? I think this was not active. Now see. No, this was K004. Sorry. If you work with SOS, for SOS, now what is happening? You can see this checkbox is not active. So that's the reason system is not giving me the access to delete this particular condition type over here. Now, in case if you activate it, save it. Now, check it out. Now, once again, I'm trying to create an order. Product order quantity. Now, if you get into item data, conditions tab, select that condition type, try to delete it. Now, system gave me the access to delete it. So if end user should have the access of deleting any particular condition type in the sales document, then make sure in condition type controls, this checkbox should be active, delete checkbox. Okay, that's how it's going to
Mr. Jairam.
Yeah.
Mr. Jairam. Hello.
Yeah, Imran, please tell me.
Yeah, Mr. Jairam. See, once we delete, is there any option to undo the delete?
No.
No. Again, we
Not
have to
possible.
go. Again, we have to create that, right?
Yeah, you need to enter the value. You need to enter the condition type and enter the value. You don't do any kind of undo over here.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, right. And next field we need to work out is going to be amount and percentage. Now, what is the use of this field? If this field is active, then we can change the amount over here. Now, see, for example, end user will have the access to change the discount amount. Now, if you get into item data, conditions tab, now this value has been copied from where? From the record. Now, if end user want to change this discount amount, it's having the access to do that particular change. Okay, why? Because this checkbox is active, amount and percentage. If you leave it as blank, save it. Now, check it out. Once again, if you try to create an order, we need to keep on refreshing it. In the existing order only, we cannot do all the changes. We need to keep on changing it. If you get into item data, conditions tab, now you can see the end user will not have the access to change the value. So if we need to do any kind of changes, he need to basically get into condition records and do the changes required over there. That's how it's going to be working. If user should have the access, make sure the checkbox is active, amount and percentage. In the same way, value. Now how this field is going to be working, value field. Now right now, this value field is going to be with reference to this particular thing, condition value. Whether user should have the access of changing this value over here. Okay, now right now you can see it's in the display mode. User can't do any kind of changes. If user should have the access to do this particular change, activate it, save it. Now check it out. Now, once again, if you get into item data, conditions tab, now you can see user is having the access to change this value. Okay. If user should have the access to change this condition value against that particular condition type, make sure this checkbox is active. Value checkbox. Now, next one, quantity relation. Now, this, what is the use? Right now, it's blank. I'm trying to maintain a record. First thing, let me maintain a record. So if you get into VK11, SOS, HDTV amount 1200 rupees per box. For one box, we are going to be offering 1200 rupees as a discount amount. Save this one. Done. Now, create an order. Product quantity. Now, if you get into item data, now get into conditions tab. Now discount amount has been copied, right? Now select this condition, double click on it. And here you can see this quantity conversion field is in the display mode. So in case if user should have the access of changing this quantity conversion in one box, instead of maintaining one piece, I want to change it to two pieces. You can see right now it's in the display mode. User is not having the access to change that particular quantity conversion. If user should have the access, in condition type controls, activate quantity relation checkbox. Save it. Now test it. Again, try to create an order. Now if you get into item data, conditions tab, discount has been copied. Select this condition, double click on it. And here you can see this particular field is in editable mode. So user can change the conversion factors over here. User can change the conversion factors. Based on that, what happens? Discount is going to be getting calculated. Based on that, discount is going to be getting calculated. So normally the discount is going to be need to be offered as 12,000. For one box, 1200 means for 10 boxes, 12,000. But what is the discount amount? Half of it. Why? Because we change that functionality over here. Instead of one piece, we have changed it. In one box, we are going to be maintaining two pieces. Quantity relation. That's how it works out. So that's the field functionality. And next one comes the calculation type. Now, we have one calculation type over here. And there's going to be the second calculation type. Now what happens? Like by default, when you create an order, discount amount is going to be offered based on what? Based on quantity. Now you can see the discount amount has been offered based on quantity. Now instead of quantity, I want to offer only for this particular transaction based on percentage. So I'm just trying to change it. Now system will not give me the access to do that particular change. Or if you select this condition, double click on it, you can see this particular field calculation type is in the display mode. If user want to change this calculation type, it's not going to be possible. It's not going to be possible over here. Now, if user should have the access to change this calculation type, now what we do? So in condition type controls, activate this particular checkbox, calculation type. Save it. Okay. Now once again, try to create an order. So if you get into item data, conditions tab, select this condition, double click on it. Now you can see we can change the calculation type. From rule C, I'm just trying to change it to, let's say, rule A. I'm going to be offering the discount on percentage. And this functionality is applicable only for this particular transaction. Okay. So if you come back, you can see. Again, if you're trying to enter another line item, quantity, enter. Now, if you get into item data, by default, discount has been offered based on quantity itself. Again, end user want to change it, select it, double click on it, and change the calculation type. And change the calculation type over here. Okay. So if user should have the access to change the calculation type manually in the sales document, then we can activate this particular field, calculation type. So these are the things which you need to know under changes which can be made tab. First field would be manual entries. So how your record value need to be getting copied. So we have three rules over here. Automatic entry has priority. Second one, manual entry has priority. And third one, cannot be processed manually over here. These are the three rules to work out. And then we have discussed the difference between these two fields. What is the difference between header condition types and item condition types over here? So header condition type is going to be applicable for the entire document. Item condition types will be applicable only for specific line item. And there are two examples for that, HA00 and HB00, which will be addressed as header condition types. And the value of the header condition types need to be maintained at header level. And item condition types need to be maintained at what level? Item level. And then this particular checkbox, delete. If this indicator is set, then only you can delete a condition type. Otherwise, no, not possible. And then amount and percentage. If this checkbox is active, the value will be copied from the record and user can change the value in the order. If this checkbox is inactive, user cannot change the value. Followed by value. If user should have the access to change this particular field, condition value. If user should have the access to change this particular field, then this checkbox should be active. Value checkbox. Then quantity relation. So in case if you want to change the quantity conversion, then this checkbox should be active. Quantity relation. And followed by calculation type. So if user should have the access of changing the calculation type, then this checkbox should be active as well. These are the things which you need to know under changes which can be made tab over here. So how we are going to be controlling a condition type in the sales document. Okay. Next thing we need to work out is going to be master data tab. And this tab is going to be with reference to condition record maintenance. So how to delete a record. We have certain settings maintained for that. We are going to be exploring these things in tomorrow's class, because this is going to be another important topic in our pricing, how to deal with this master data and what are these field functionalities. Okay, so tomorrow we try to discuss this particular one, and in another 3 to 4 classes we try to close up this pricing and start working out with our integration topics as well. So make sure you try to work with this pricing, as it's the most important thing, and there are a lot of scenarios based on the pricings what we are trying to focus on. Okay. Yeah, once we're done with this pricing, there are going to be some special business scenarios, rush orders, cash sales, return cycles. So there we are going to be discussing all those things. We have that concept, rush orders. The rush order is nothing but if a regular customer places an order, on which day he places an order, on same day delivery will be done. So practically we need to do that one. So what happens once you create an order, delivery document will be created automatically. So you're not going to be creating it manually. So your delivery document will be created automatically. It's not it's a special order. It's not a complaint order. It's a special order. Cash sales and rush order is a part of your special orders. Complaints, returns, replacement, invoice correction is a part of your complaints. Because everything is going to be dealing with the pricing. So once we're done with the pricing, we can start working out with these things. Copy controls is nothing but how to copy the data from one document to another document. So like from inquiry to quotation, what information need to be copied? From quotation to order, what information need to be copied? or if you don't want any value need to be copied, then how to maintain that restrictions. So we have that controls, like how we have this sales document type controls, item category controls. We work with that copy controls concept as well. So these are all going to be small concepts. Like if we try to spend around 2 to 3 hours, almost around 8 to 9 business scenarios can be easily finished off. Because there are going to be no configuration steps for that. Just you need to run the cycles and you need to know how it's going to be executed. Okay, right. So tomorrow let's try to work with this master data tab and try to finish up this one.